Hey, Workforce Teachers. This is Stephanie Bai. I am normally at Vista, and I also do Workforce at West, and I am going to show you some basics on Actively Learn. I'm also kind of learning how to do web tutorials, so I will be saying a lot and things like that. So please ignore that. I'm trying to teach myself this. Hopefully, if everything goes right, we'll be using Screencastify and YouTube, but if I use another tool, I'll put it in the comments. Okay, so Actively Learn is a digital way of having reading comprehension and that sort of thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to log in with your school Google account. And if you haven't done this before, you'll probably have to set it up, but I've done it a bunch of times. So it's just going to have me and all my kids. Once you get in, the easiest way to start out is just to search their content. And they have news and articles, which is going to give you like current events, which I tend to use a lot for, or like seasonally appropriate things. Or you can go to their ELA selection and they'll have type, genre, theme, curriculum units, all kinds of things. I haven't explored their science too much just because that's not a topic I usually cover, but there is quite a bit in there. And then social studies is where I have my general amount of things, and I typically do modern world and US. And so there's a lot of different things in there. But you can pick any thing that you want. You can also go up here and hit the search button, and you can type for whatever topic that you're going to be teaching. So one of the things I'll be teaching when I get back is Bill of Rights. And so it comes up with the English and the United States Bill of Rights. I've already previewed these and I already know I'm going to use one of them. So this is a primary source. And it has all of the different things. And it has the Constitution, it has the Declaration of Sentiments. And then there's some articles and stuff that's involved with that. I will caution you on the videos. Sometimes they don't get through our firewall. So I typically don't use those. If you want to use the videos, I would use Edpuzzle, which is I can do a tutorial on too. It's really easy. But for some reason the videos don't work that well on here. Plus the editing of them is a little bit more clunky, I guess, than Edpuzzle. So anyways, so this is one that I'm going to assign. So when I look at it, I can see that there are questions that they already have in here. This is one I actually added. That's why it has like no standard. And you can highlight. Anytime you highlight and define, it's going to be on this side over here. And this is a teacher view. And I'll do another video with the student view. But anytime there's stuff in here, you can remove it if you want. You'll go here, edit, and you can delete it if you don't want it there, or you can edit it to a term that you would use in your classroom. If you want to add a question, you just highlight where you would like to add the question and insert question in, or note or link is going to come up. Question is going to be one of these things right here where you ask a question. Insert a note is going to bring it up over here. Insert a link is just basically inserting a hyperlink to another website that you want to go to. And whiteout, I'm going to show you this because it's really cool. If there's stuff in here that you wish the words were not there, or it's an extra line that you think would confuse them, you can white it out and it'll just go away. And it shows a little eraser for you, so you know that there's whiteouted text there, and you can erase it too. And just go to restore and it brings it back. So basically that's kind of the basics of using their content. Once you have it ready to go, you're going to assign it. And so you're going to click this button here, which says assign. Before you do that, you can set different text settings and things like this. Your students will have a chance to do this as well. So here's just kind of the different things that are in there. And assign, I use Google Classroom, so I have some that are set up already. So these would be the Google Classrooms from second quarter that I have in here. You can assign them to anyone. I'll have another video on how to set up your import your Google Classroom students in there. You can also create a class without using Google Classroom if you don't use Google Classroom, and I'll do a video on that too. If you have any questions, please give me an email. I'll put my email in the comments, and have a great day. Thanks.